forever. You know what I'm saying? I would actually love to play for them. I would wonder, what the techniques they teach on D-line that's different than what I would know. But then again, they humiliated us, and that's just facts. We all understand that. And to us, it was just like, we're all alpha males trying to be, some type of dominant guy. And for us to all feel like some K's down, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. So like I said, going against UCLA, it wasn't that it was UCLA. It just so happened that they were the next team on the schedule, and we just took it out on them, and that's all it was.
Oregon they're so balanced in what they do, and they can put up big numbers. And
right.
Just the magnitude of that challenge, how do you feel about it?
I feel like we're all looking forward to the challenge. Like I said, we all understand who Oregon is. They've been in the same program for I don't know how long. I remember being in middle school watching the exact same stuff. The fast options, the pitches, the bet, like a great quarterback, great O-line, like the whole 9 yards, everything. And I think instead of being like more of a fanboy, I got to understand like, dang, I'm actually be able to play in this game. And I think it's just for everybody too. Like I said earlier, the seniors, we all understand that we've been playing football for quite some time now. Football is football at the end of the day. So we got to get out of the mode of it being more of a hype thing. We got to get out of Oregon being ranked number 6. We got to get out of them smacking other opponents probably week in and week out. And we got to understand that it's a game. It's going to be at 2 o'clock, one play at a time. And when the clock hits 0-0, don't have no regrets. That's the best I can say.
Coach Amy said in the recruiting process that you guys sort of cried and tugged together. How's your relationship been? Can you tell me a little bit about that situation, and then how has the relationship evolved since then?
Yeah, so when I got here for a visit, literally first night, I think we got here kind of late, and they had us at the hotel, me, my mom, dad, Coach Amy, and Coach Ward. And you could tell they was tired. They was recruiting, doing all that stuff all day. And like I said, we flew in late. And we just got to talk about football and talk about my story a little bit. And then my dad, as you know, he just got to talking, showing them stuff from like when I was in high school. And then Coach Amy had asked, like, well, why did you put on so much weight at Michigan State if you used to play like this? And I think at the time, I was just maturing a little bit more in life. I kind of was definitely understanding myself. And I was way more aware of my emotions at the time. And I don't know, he asked me that question, and it was kind of like a flashback type of thing. Like I remember going through all the weight transformations. I remember how hard it was. I remember being in the locker room, not wondering like what the heck I'm gonna do and stuff like that at Michigan State. And it was like now that I had just realized, like, dang, he just asked me that question. A brand new coach that I'm possibly about to play for. It sounded like he cared. And I don't know, like, man, it just hit me that that he saw me, I guess, within that moment. Like that was the first time, I guess, like Coach asked me like a genuine question. I'm not trying to sit here and say I'm an emotional guy, but I'm a personal dude. And for him to ask that question. And then obviously for me, I knew how hard it was to even lose the weight. And for him to sit there and acknowledge that before really even talking about football, I don't know, I think that just kind of sparked interest in me to where it's like, man, he actually kind of like cared. Like that was cool. But then, he told me right away that he never wanted me to change. And that's where the whole being free thing kind of keeps coming from, about me wanting to be like that because, he likes who I am. He likes the way that I did, with my body and who I am now today. And I don't know, I was just emotional because I felt within that moment I knew I was going to commit. And I felt like I really started crying because I didn't really feel anything, no disrespect toward Michigan State. Like, obviously, I feel like I left on good terms. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here bashing no coach, no player. I'm not sitting here talking crap about nobody or the organization. I'm truly grateful they brought me in. But it was like, at the time, maturing into my own man, I really felt like I was lifting a whole bunch of weight off my shoulders and starting something new. And the way Coach Amy was just, how we were talking, the eye contact we were sharing and stuff like that, I just knew I was going to be here. And this would possibly be a place where, I could be free and do great things. And I'm just happy that I've been living up to that. So, that first night was definitely something special, and I'll always forget that. I will always remember that. I will never forget that. I will always remember that. I told him that actually after the game. We was on the plane after UCLA, and I told him that. Like, I gave you my heart, and I remember crying to you, bro. Like, I'll never forget that. Like, I appreciate you bringing me here for the opportunity, really.